Welcome into college football now. I am Harrison Graham from Chat Sports, and on today's show, we're going to break down the top 25 recruiting classes for the 2024 cycle. And just a quick note here, early signing day, which is really just the normal signing day these days. Next Wednesday, creeping up, we are 8 days away as we get closer and closer to seeing who gets that top recruiting class. And speaking of which, if you want full coverage on National Signing Day, hit that sub button. We need more subscribers to justify doing it. Usually we do a bunch of team classes, overall top 25 classes, where the top players are expected to go, where they do end up going. So if you want that again this year, hit that sub button. We've got you guys covered. All right, let's break down these top 25 classes. At number 25, it is North Carolina. They got 27 commits right now, 8 of which are 4 stars. Say what you want about Mack Brown, the coach, but he's still getting it done on the recruiting trail. Arkansas, number 24, ranked class right now. They've got 18 commits, including 8 4-stars as well. Sam Pittman on the hot seat entering next year. Kentucky, 21 commits. They have the number 23 class. They were able to keep Mark Stoops, which is huge. He's recruited well there over the last few years, continuing to stack that roster. This is where it gets interesting. The Nebraska Cornhuskers right now, with a huge class at this point in time, and they might add another player. Could 5-star quarterback Dylan Raiola flip to Nebraska before signing day or on signing day? He's had a wild recruitment period, but he is visiting Nebraska this weekend, and 24/7 Sports Crystal Ball has Raiola to Nebraska. They think he's going to flip, and listen, it's been wild for him. He's attended 4 high schools. He's already been committed to Ohio State. He's currently committed to Georgia. And the chatter is that many believe he's going to flip to Nebraska on signing day after this visit. So we'll see what happens. It would certainly be a big blow to Georgia, as he would be the highest-rated quarterback they've ever had commit there, I believe. But it would even be bigger for Nebraska, as Matt Rhule is trying to get this program going after taking over for Scott Frost. Now, where do you guys think Raiola commits to? If you think he's sticking with Georgia, type UGA. If you think it's Nebraska, type NEB. Feel like he's going to flip, type NEB, UGA. Let us know what you guys think. Texas Tech with the 21st ranked recruiting class right now. 22 commits, have 1 5-star, Micah Hudson, 5 4-stars, as well as several 3-stars. So they're doing a good job in Lubbock. Top 20 we go. Ole Miss has 19 commits, 9 of which are 4-stars at this point in time. Lane Kiffin, been a solid top 10, top 20 program since he's taken over. Texas A&M at the 19th ranked class, 15 commits. Obviously, Jimbo Fisher out, Mike Elko in. We'll see if he's able to add some late commitments here. Always interesting when you change coaches this time of year. USC with the number 18 ranked class. They have 17 commits at this point in time. 12 4-stars, 5 3-stars. Obviously expected to lose Caleb Williams, although he hasn't technically announced he's going pro. We'll see who their quarterback is next season. South Carolina, they currently have 17 commits. I think Shane Beamer's done a nice job there. Obviously, they got to replace Spencer Rattler. 2 5-stars, 9 4-stars, the rest 3-stars. We'll see if the Gamecocks can move up on National Signing Day. The Michigan Wolverines with the 16th ranked class right now. Heavy class, 26 commits, 17 of which are 4-stars. Obviously, the elephant in the room is, does Jim Harbaugh stay? There's already been NFL rumors once again. We'll see what happens, obviously, after the college football playoff on that front. Speaking of which, who do you guys think is going to win the national championship this year? You got Michigan versus Alabama in the Rose Bowl, Washington versus Texas in the Sugar Bowl. Who do you guys think is the last one standing? Type MICH for Michigan, Bama for Alabama, WSH for Washington, or TEX for Texas. Top 15 here, the Clemson Tigers currently have 18 commits. Hopefully Dabo Swinney gets more involved in the transfer portal. 10 of those 18 are 4-stars. Tennessee Volunteers have 19 commits, 2 5-stars, 11 4-stars. Josh Heupel's done a nice job there. I thought they still had a pretty solid season after a great season a year ago, looking to build consistency with that program, something Tennessee has lacked for a very, very long time. Penn State with the 13th ranked class. James Franklin has 17 4-stars out of 25 commits overall. Big expectations entering next season. Can they get over the hump of Ohio State and Michigan? It's been a problem for them up to this point in time. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. Daily fantasy made easy with Prize Picks. And guys, college football bowl season just about here. You got the NFL that's ongoing, NBA, NHL, college basketball. All you got to do, pick 2 to 6 players, and if they will go for more or less than their Prize Picks projections, tons of different stats to choose from. I got a simple one for you guys this upcoming week in the NFL. 2 quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, give me more on his passing yards. Also give me more on Josh Allen's passing yards as well. Both these quarterbacks have been very good as of late. Lamar's been good all year. 10 to win 30. You can win up to 25 times your money if you do a 6-player entry. All you got to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Our code CLNS gets you a deposit match up to $100. It's Prize Picks. Daily fantasy made easy. We appreciate everybody for downloading the Prize Picks app today. Brian Kelly and LSU have the number 12 ranked recruiting class right now. 18 4-stars, 9 3-stars, 27 commits in total. They'll obviously have to replace Jaden Daniels. We'll see if Garrett Nussmeier is ready for that. Before we get to the top 10, Auburn, Hugh Freeze taking over last year, second year upcoming here. He's got 20 commitments right now, 2 5-stars, 12 4-stars for Auburn. Obviously an uneven year one for Freeze, but took over a pretty empty cupboard there. Top 10, the Texas Longhorns, after having the number 3 ranked recruiting class last year, sitting at number 10 this year. 3 5-stars, 14 3-stars as they continue to build, obviously, in the college football playoff, heading to the SEC next year. Steve Sarkisian has the Horns going in the right direction. 9th ranked recruiting class, Notre Dame with 23 commits right now. Marcus Freeman doing a nice job. They also just landed Duke transfer quarterback Riley Leonard out of the transfer portal, so doing a nice job there. Oklahoma, like Texas, heading to the SEC. They currently have 27 commits, 2 5-stars, 16 4-stars. They have lost some key players to the portal. Just lost Caden Green, I believe his name is, another starting offensive lineman. So that'll be a big challenge. 5-star QB from last year, Jackson Arnold, set to take over at quarterback. We'll see how they fare in year one in the SEC. Speaking of that, which former Big 12 program, I shouldn't say former just yet, about to be former, is a better fit in the SEC? If you think it's Oklahoma, type OU. If you think it's Texas, type TEX. Let me know what you guys think. The Oregon Ducks currently have the 7th ranked recruiting class. Dan Lanning, 23 commits. He's got 1 5-star, 18 4-stars. He also landed Oklahoma transfer quarterback Dylan Gabriel to replace Bo Nix. So the Ducks, as they head to the Big Ten, are in a good position moving forward. Mario Cristobal, you got to give him one thing. The man can recruit. I'm not sure he can coach a lick, but he does have the number 6 ranked recruiting class right now, 28 commits. They're also in the market for a transfer quarterback as well, losing Tyler Van Dyke to the portal. They've had Cam Ward visit. Will Howard has visited as well. I think Will Rogers is visiting, so they're trying to get one of those big transfer quarterbacks, and if they do, they could be a sneaky team in the ACC next season. Top 5, Florida Gators, Billy Napier, Sunbelt Billy getting it done. 20 commits, 2 5-stars, 12 4-stars, as he's really trying to get this thing going there. They'll have 5th-year quarterback Graham Mertz coming back, so that'll be good for them, but they really got to start producing on the football field. Alabama, Nick Saban always getting it done on the recruiting trail. Number 4 ranked class right now, had the number 1 class a year ago. We'll see if they make a strong push late in the action here. 21 commits, 3 5-stars, 12 4-stars. Florida State, 23 commits right now for the Seminoles, obviously coming off that disappointment of missing out on the college football playoff. 2 5-stars, 15 4-stars from Mike Norvell. They'll obviously have to replace Jordan Travis at quarterback, but the latest report is that DJ Uiagalelei set to visit there soon. He could be their replacement. Ohio State, Ryan Day's got 23 commits, 5 5-stars, the most of any team in college football, 13 4-stars, trying to make a push for that number 1 ranked class, which currently is Georgia. But if they lose Dylan Raiola to Nebraska, not only would Nebraska jump up into the top 15, according to the 24/7 Sports Composite, Ohio State would jump Georgia for the number 1 class. And Georgia would either fall to 2 or 3, depending on how the exact points added up there. It's very close whether Florida State would be ahead of them as well. But that's going to be a big one to watch over the next few days, and we're going to be covering it all here at Chat Sports. Who do you guys think lands the number 1 recruiting class? If Raiola sticks with Georgia, I think it'll be the Dogs. But if not, come down to Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Florida State. All 4 of those teams would be very tight for that top class. I do think it'll be one of those 4. So predict it for us in the comment section. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. Georgia currently hanging on to that top class. My name is Harrison Graham. More college football videos to come, transfer portal updates, recruiting news. We'll take a look at some of the top players in this cycle and where they might go to school. We got it all covered. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.